Today, the topic of discussion is transmission medium or communication channel. Transmission medium or communication channel. Communication channel. So this is the topic will be deemed transmission medium or communication channel. It is the link, actually, it is the link through which it is the link through which information or message or message signal may be processed, may propagate or may be processed. You can say may propagate from the source from the source to the destination from the source to the destination without any noise or distortion. Generally, it is not possible without any noise or distortion. This is the ideal case. You cannot avoid certain noises, like there is something called because of the room temperatures, there will be electrons rattling inside the material that also can create a noise. So they may be feeble also, which we cannot detect in some cases. In some cases, they become really high. So it is a sort of electronic roadway. Electronic roadway for the signal to travel. It is a sort of electronic roadway for the signal to travel. So this is the one. Once finished, please let me know. So hope you would have done it. So we have a question. How many kinds of transmission medium do we have? This is the question. How many kinds of transmission medium do we see or do we have? So broadly, it is of two types. 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 The type one is actually it's called guided transmission medium. So the type 1 is guided transmission medium. That's the first type. The second type is unguided transmission medium. Unguided transmission medium. The first one is guided transmission medium. The second one is unguided transmission medium. So the next part is, yeah, you can write this. I will tell you. I hope I can clear. So little bit you have to write it as what is a guided transmission what is a guided transmission medium. So this is what we have to see. What is a guided transmission medium? It is that communication medium. It is that communication medium. It is that communication medium or channel or channel which is used in point to point communication between a single transmitter between a single transmitter and a receiver and a receiver So for example, these are meant to be like optic fiber, PPIC, optic fiber, parallel wire lines, coaxial cables, coaxial cable, and twisted wires. These are used as the communication or channels. Okay, guided. These are called guided transmission system. So you can make a note. Hopefully you would have noted. So we'll clear this. What is unguided communication, unguided transmission medium? What is unguided transmission medium? So this is what we have to see. What is an unguided transmission medium? It is that communication medium. It is that communication medium. It is that communication medium or channel which is used. You can say our channel. Channel, it's not like material is involved, a channel which is used. Okay. Where there is no where there is no point point to point point to point contact between the transmitter and receiver. So here comes the examples of space communication. Here comes the example of space communication, satellites, Okay, so these are the different. Okay. Okay, you can note. I have another question after that. Noted. Hopefully, you would have noted this. The next one. What are the characteristics or and quality and of transmission medium depend upon this can be like a 1 mark or a 2 mark question. Basically 2 points it will depend upon. The first point is nature of the transmission medium. Nature of the transmission medium. The second aspect is about nature of signal. These are the 2 points on which this thing will depend upon. You can make a note.
Noted, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Next, we have one table. We'll see that. Now, the table corresponds to something called bandwidth of signals. Bandwidth of signals. So, what is this bandwidth? Bandwidth corresponds to high frequency minus low frequency. This is what it corresponds to. See, yeah, each and if you take any signal, like if you have a picture signal, okay, if you have picture, if you have a sound, these are different kinds of signals, okay. So each signal corresponds to different set of frequencies. The range of frequencies are given by the table, what I'm going to give. So we have types of signals, types of signals, and now they have some frequency range, and what is the bandwidth? They will range from certain low frequency to high frequency. Suppose you have a speech signal. Suppose you have a speech signal that is about 300 to 3100 hertz. 300 to 3100 hertz. And it has a bandwidth of 2800 hertz. So you take the subtraction, that's what you have to do. So that is 2800 hertz. So that's a speech signal. And if you take a music signal, you need not remember this thing, but just giving the examples. I don't think you have to remember all these things. 20 to 20,000. But I see in the medical exam, they are asking this ranges also. At one paper I have seen, especially medical. So this is about 20 kilohertz is the variation you have, these two. Next, we have a video signal. The video signal is about 4.2 megahertz. Okay. And TV is 6 megahertz. TV signal is about 6 megahertz. So they have given the bandwidth. This direct bandwidth they have given. This should be the bandwidth. So this is the idea what you should have. So we have done bandwidth of signals, and now we'll do bandwidth of transmission media. It's like more or less like information. This is right. Okay. Okay. You have to know certain ranges here. The next one is bandwidth of transmission media. Bandwidth of transmission media. bandwidth of transmission media. So the bandwidth of transmission media is goes like this. What are the commonly used transmission media? Commonly used transmission media. What are the commonly used transmission media or wire? Um, Free space, fiber optics, free space, free space. Okay. Now, coaxial cable. There are certain things. Coaxial cables. Coaxial cable. They will offer a bandwidth of 750 megahertz. Sometimes these are being asked in the medical entrance exam. So sometimes it's better to remember these things. Coaxial cable is having a bandwidth of like that. They are asking. I've seen the questions like that. I don't think they will ask in the board exam, this kind of things. But medical entrance, they are asking. Operating frequency is close to 18 gigahertz. Operating frequency is generally about 18 gigahertz is the operating frequency. Now we'll go to this is the one. The next part is optic fiber. Optic fiber, it offers a bandwidth. It offers a bandwidth of about 100 gigahertz, and it has a frequency range from 1 to 1000 terahertz. 1 to 1000 terahertz, and that frequency falls under microwave and UV. So that's the level of to which it will come. And radio waves, you take radio waves, they offer the frequency range will be about 10 power 5 hertz to 10 power 9 hertz. So this is the level at which you get the radio waves. Yeah, I hope at this
Noted,
point.
sir.
Okay, ma. At this point, we'll close today, ma. We'll see the next part tomorrow. We'll meet tomorrow. I will discuss some. There are some derivations that I will discuss tomorrow. Okay, ma.